steps now are to reinforce the spine. And we're going to do this in a few ways. So let's measure the spine first, so we can figure out what size we need to put in here. This is going to be hard because the spine's so small. These are going to be insert books for the journal, the bigger journals. So it's about 3 small lines, so 3 millimeters. 3 millimeters by about 15 by 15 inches. Oh no, that's centimeters. 15 centimeters. Okay, they might all be the same, but let's just check. I know that the length is not all the same, and I don't think the spines are either, but they might be. This one I drew on, well, we're gonna cover it up anyway. Three by 15. So times 2. And it's not quite 15. It's almost 15, but I don't know what the measurement is. Okay, 3 by 15 and a quarter. Or no, 15 and a half centimeters. 3 millimeters by 15.5 centimeters. Three by 16 and a line, 16 and a line over 2 lines over the half. So 3 times 16 and a half centimeters times 2 millimeters, or plus 2 millimeters. Okay, this one's way shorter and maybe tinier right here. Nope, it's still about 3. The spines are all the same length or width, but the length, this one's 11 and a half times 11.5 centimeters. This is the last one, I think. This one looks a little bigger than spine. Or no, it doesn't. Oh, where is the spine? It's not even having a spine. Let's get this fixed. It's already scored. I can't do that. So here's the first groove of the spine. The second one is a little further over. It's already thick, but it's not thick enough, so why is it not working? Oh, it worked. Okay. It's just a smaller spine, which is weird because it's a bigger book. Well, at least we'll still have plenty of writing space because it's long. Well, it's not any longer than the others. I don't know what I'm talking about. I can't even find the spine here. Oh, there it is. It's still 3 millimeters by 13 and 2 millimeters. 13 centimeters and 2 millimeters. Okay. Now, let's shut all these. And the reason why the spine is so difficult to conform the way it needs to be is because I folded it like a card where it didn't have a spine, it just had a crease. See, there's spines. This one's messed up though because they started as a crease, just one crease, and it started as a crease, and then I decided I need a spine to fit my papers in it properly. And so it had like a crease down the middle, and then I had to conform it to having 2 creases to make a spine. So it didn't stay very well. And these are going to be booklets, journals, little journals to go into bigger journals. These are like mass production, smaller journals that can also have stuff like material tabs and embellishments and stuff. But we're getting there. And I used white school glue, which was a mistake because it's water-based. It made my papers warp. And that's all the glue I had. Now I have this glue, and I'm hoping it works better. But I had to order little bottles that have needle point applicating parts like this. Because look how big that hole is. That is way too much glue at once. So I got bottles coming tomorrow that are needle fine, like 18 gauge, 16 gauge, 14 gauge, 22 gauge. And I'm going to put the glue in it and then use that. And this is not water-based, I don't think. If it's not, well, it is water-based, but it's not as watery as, it's not as watery as school glue. School glue is super watery. And that's why my pages warped and wrinkled. See how warped and wrinkled that is? That's terrible. That is absolutely terrible. These are going to be these are my first journals and little notebooks I'm ever making. So they're not going to be perfect because they're my first, but I'm learning at least. I'm learning as we go. I'm going to reinforce the spine with some extra cardboard. Not cardstock, but cardboard. And if I can't get the cardboard figured out, it will be cardstock. It might end up being cardstock. But either way, we're going to put material over it. Or we might just not put cardstock or material or cardboard and just put material. Let's just put material. I think that'll be plenty. And then we'll get the pages together for the signatures. This is what I have. Is this way too thick? Should we cut it in half? Or will it be fine? Because it needs to go over the edges too. Or over the sides. This will be fine. That's totally good. That's not too thick. I have other material that I have to cut like lengthwise and width. But I'm not going to use it right now. I'm just going to use this because it's already cut. It's not as much material for the bargain, but it's much easier to utilize. And I got this specifically for this and the other one for other books anyway, because this isn't going to be wide enough for other journals, like bigger journals. So 15 centimeters right here. I think I got it right. I wasn't paying attention to where I was starting. Oops. I need my material scissors. They're out there though. Okay, so let's see. Measure. Oh, it's too short. We can use it on a shorter one. I don't know how that happened, but it did. We can use it on our shortest book, which are one of these two. Our taller, shorter book. I don't know. I should have measured twice, cut once. But I didn't. I thought I heard it in my head, just do it, but I didn't. Alright, it's a little long, so let's see if there's a different book that it'll work for, like this one. I think it's too short. Nope, it's perfect. Okay, we'll do it on this book. Let's measure twice, so yes, it's perfect. Okay. Let's get these little frays out of here. I guess I could have kept them. People like grungy frayed stuff. Okay, so there's our material. What sides look better? They look the same. Okay. And then let's open this glue. Okay, I spared you all the torture and got this out of here already. This little thing, and opened it. So let's shake it up. And I got a paintbrush. Since the nozzle is so big, I figured we could use a paintbrush to disperse it. Not disperse it, but to spread it out. Let's see, let's get it on here. Oh yeah, it comes out way too thick. It's still too thick. We need to spread it out more anyway. I have tacky glue too, just in case this doesn't work very well. We can go over it again. We can redo it if we have to. But it says it works on this, so it should. My cat is going nuts.
Shut up.
Well, I'm not the only one that yells at him. Uh-oh, I got glue on my cards that I'm going to be working on. I need to move these. Those are the art cards I'm going to be making. Artist cards. Well, they open up, so it's going to be like greeting cards. And not for my journaling, but for mixed media art. Okay, I think that's wide enough. Oh, it's too wide. Jeez. Here's the spine right here, so it's almost in the middle, but it's good enough. Okay. There it is. That's it. Now we have to leave it open while it dries. I'll just set it over here. Next one. Uh-oh, I got these all out of order. Ah, shoot. Now I don't know the measurements. Well, it looks like the second to biggest one. This one is 15 and a half. Yep, okay. 15 and a half. Oops. Yay. Okay. I could barely pick it up. Jeez. Okay. I'm mess making too, lady. Natasha. You taught me how. You inspired me, Natasha, with treasure books. Okay. Now, hopefully no seepage through. And hopefully it dries clear like it should. Okay, the biggest one is 16.5. This one. Let's double check. Yep, okay. $16.5. So we're 16.5. Right here. These scissors are terrible. They used to be good until I used them on a bunch of paper. This feels too short. No, it's not. It works. Although we need to cut this straight. I need to go get my material scissors. There we go. Maybe I was just holding it wrong. Okay. Spread this out. I'm getting faster now that I know how far to do it. And I'm not trying to be perfect at it. Because it's going to dry clear and it's going to be covered anyway. If I cover it with scrapbook paper, I probably should have done that first. I wasn't thinking clearly. I wasn't thinking it through, like, the steps and what it would look like. I have to envision what it's going to look like. This is bookbinding glue, so it should be really good. So hopefully we don't need to come in with a different glue later. Or, like, I wish I had a space to set up my sewing machine, because then I would have just sewn it. I would have glued it and sewn it, actually. I would have glued it and sewn it. Would y'all have? Do you have a space to set up your sewing machine? Do you have your sewing machine set up? It feels like it dries pretty quick. So I gotta get this down. There we go. Perfecto. Well, practically. Not necessarily true, but it seeps through a little bit, but not much because I have it spread out pretty thin. It's not on straight. Oh, shoot. It's because I'm on my knees, but I have to be because standing up and bending over like I was, it's hurting my back so bad. Okay, now it's on there straight. Okay, sorry to bore y'all with that. It looks like it dried already under here. I need to get some glue right there. Or I didn't get it over far enough. Okay.
Are you just pushing the key for the car?
No.
Because it was beeping out there.
I don't know why.
That's the only reason why, is if you maybe were hitting the button.
My key's up there.
That's what I was just saying. That's the only reason why.
Well, then go see. Are you growling? Okay. 13 centimeters. Yep. 13 and 2 millimeters. He growled at me. 13 and 2 millimeters is right there. And then to the end. Okay. Which one was it? This one. Okay. Let's double check. Yep, that works. Okay. Where's the spine? Is this the one that's hard to find? I think it is. I gotta do it quicker because it dries out a little more, even though it's almost out too far, but we need it to be out far enough too. Oops, I got it on the desk. That's okay. Okay. The spine's right there, I think. These are homemade books, so they're not going to be perfect. They're not made by machines. But they can't have a ton of flaws, you know what I mean? So I have to try my hardest to do my best. Okay, next. The next biggest is, 13 and 2 centimeters. We did that. 15 centimeters. Yep, 15. Centimeters. So right here. Right here. Okay. There's the spine. I can't help you. Stop. Wasn't it over far enough? Okay. Okay. One more. This is one of the littler ones, but I don't know what measurement it is. I think it's 11 and a half. Yep, okay. Those were totally out of order somehow. Well, I know how, but 11 and a half is right here. Okay. Okay. Get it on there quick. Or get it spread quick. Okay. Make sure to put your corners down. I hope y'all are working on y'all's project and watching my video. Okay, let's close the glue and I'll see y'all in a minute.